This is my plan to fix the UI. So when you're at the main menu, one of the major issues is you have to scroll around, and scrolling around with a small interface like this, that could be an issue. You got this big old green button, that's fine and all, but it brings you to a secondary menu, which is super annoying. And so this is my fix to doing all that. So this is my fix. So we just enlarge this. So now it's good. This lets Bungie do their little advertising BS. And start raid, it's pretty clear and concise that once you hit this button, it would be like a press and hold. So you'd go immediately into whatever raid that you would select, and it would show your friends there, and we just move the profile stats. All right, so this is the loadout. So this is one of the screens that they could decide to get rid of because loadout and the vault, they are basically the same screen, but one shows the stats of your shell. So for example, you got all your shell stats right here. You got your shell showing for some reason. Like, you don't really need to see that. It's like, yeah, cool, as your character. You don't need that. Here's what you're bringing into the raid, and then here's what's in your backpack for the raid, and then everything down here is your stash. So one of the things that we can do is, all right, so this is my version. So you could tell immediately, like right here, we don't have your shell. We just enlarge all this, make this the emphasis of what the loadout would be, makes it a little bit easier to see everything. What we could do is we add little arrows that are up or down. Oh, that's a terrible arrow. But you get the point. You add arrows showing what attachments would be better or worse. And we changed the UI for the heavy ammo and the electronic or battery ammo. Uh, that way it's more distinguishable. So this is the Volt screen. So the Volt screen is fine in itself. Quite literally, if they got rid of the loadout up here, there's a little tab in the top right. Get rid of that tab, and you just keep it the Vault. It would help reduce all the bloat. That way, you don't have to go through an extra tab. Honestly, you could put customize under the shell as well. Um, but quite literally, yeah, you literally get rid of the loadout or you get rid of the vault. You don't need both. Quite literally, they do the same exact thing. And you don't really get anything out of having one or the other. They you have two things doing the same job. And this is my version. It's literally just minimizing all the space. So let's look. All right. Yeah, so you're gonna notice in between there's less space because all I did was disregard all that space in between. Like, this screen in itself is fine. Quite literally, you just need to change like the icons for like all the batteries. Like all these, they need to be different. The heavy ammo, it needs to be sorted with the light ammo. So you need to have them grouped together. That way, it's not as confusing. You could change the heavy ammo to be like one large bullet, if anything. That would help make it more distinguishable. And as always, for all these upgrades, you could literally just have arrows. So this one would be better. So you have this one saying, oh, hey, this is better than what you already currently have equipped. This is the character selection screen, or the shell. The major issue with this is, so when you're down here, bottom left, choosing your character, you can click on them and then it changes the info on that character, which is nice and dandy. But what it doesn't tell you is what the actual ability is, numerical factors are, or what the actual ability does. So now you'd have to go over here, scroll, see, oh, okay, now I can actually read it. So you literally have your shell that you're selecting. You put their name down here in the little cool font you got. All right. You move the selection up here, and right underneath you can have all their info. So the name, their first ability, and have all the words saying, hey, this is what ability 1 does. Ability 2, same thing. This is what it does. This is the passive. This is their second passive. Like minor inconveniences that can be totally avoided. And like I said, you could honestly move the customize tab under the shell select, and then you just have it be a button command to open it up. So for example, if you wanted to select a shell, you'd scroll over them and press X or A, and then you would press triangle or Y to then open up like a customized tab. And then you don't have the tab being bloated. All right, so this is the store. Store's fine and all. There's a lot of dead space, so here let's go mark it up. All right, there's red. So there's all this dead space right here. There's all this dead space right here, and there's nothing in this bottom right. There we go. We just enlarge it. Quite literally, you just enlarge it. Make it every, because you're gonna be scrolling through, so you literally just enlarge it. That way, it's easier to click on all these things. All right. Here's the little upgrade tab. That's gonna be a little bit larger. And for the barter wares, it's going to be a lot easier to see things. And we just move the sponsors. So let's go mark up again. Oh, it's going to be blue. All right. Yeah, so sponsors, since there's only going to be 4 spaces, why make it take up? So on the normal one, it was taking up like the middle right, like all that. Just make it the top right. And, you split it in half. Now you got an area for other items, or other things that you want to have in the store at a future time. We go to the worst culprit. All right, this is the upgrade tab. So the upgrade tab is pretty miraculous in how clunky it is, because first off, when you first log in to the upgrade tab, it's gonna give you this screen where it has all these abilities. Look, all the abilities right here. All right, that's cool and all, but you have to then scroll over to each one to see what level you get them unlocked at. So for this one, you unlock it at rank 1. This one could be like rank 3. This one could be rank 5. But you don't know that because you would have to click on every single one of these. And it's like you're wasting time learning all this stuff instead of, hey, straight out the bat, like you could get this one at 1, this one at 2, this one at 2, this one could be at 3, this one's 4, this one's at 4, but they don't tell you any of that. All you have to do, you literally enlarge this, and after it's enlarged, now this is a little bit easier to see the little tabs. This gets you back to the armory. a little bit faster. And since all the perks or upgrades are larger, you can now fit font however you like, if you want it below or inside. And that'd be like an easy way to fix all that. And then we move the tier system all the way to the bottom. You like get them unlocked, it would like flash up different colors. And that's like the main ways I would fix the UI. Uh, a lot of it would cut down the bloat. I I don't know what they're planning to do, but hopefully it would be something to cut down the bloat, because right now it takes you a few minutes to actually like get used to the navigation, because they added unnecessary jank and bloat